Welcome back, friends. In the United Kingdom, senior civil servant Sue Gray has released the initial findings of a long awaited investigation into the Downing Street Partygate scandal. It comes shortly after the Metropolitan Police had controversially asked Gray to make minimal reference to parties detailed in a report after they launched their own investigation. UK Prime Minister Boris Johnson has so far resisted calls to resign despite public anger over a long and growing list of alleged lockdown breaches. Now, the 12-page interim report of Sue Gray makes clear that a lockdown party should not have been allowed to take place, while others should not have been allowed to develop as they did. In a series of damning conclusions, Gray's partial findings said that there were failures of leadership and judgment by different parts of number 10 Downing Street and the Cabinet Office at different times, and some of the behavior was difficult to justify. At least some of the gatherings in question represent a serious failure to observe not just the high standards expected of those working at the heart of government, but also of the standards expected of the entire British population at the time. Now, as you remember, that this whole incident is putting tremendous pressure on the UK Prime Minister to resign, and the latest disclosure was that an event was held during lockdown to celebrate Johnson's birthday on June 19, 2020. So there are a series of other allegations as well. Now, many lawmakers who had remained loyal to Johnson, his closest colleagues among them, had repeatedly said that they would await the findings of Sue Gray's report before casting judgment on their leader. The oft-repeated phrase trotted out by conservative politicians has allowed the Prime Minister to buy some time to lobby the lawmakers for support in a bid to stave off a vote of no confidence, which is triggered if 54 Tory MPs send letters of no confidence to the chairman of the 1922 committee, an influential group of backbench lawmakers which oversees leadership challenges. Now, UK's Prime Minister could face a vote of no confidence. It's unknown how many letters have been sent to the 1922's chairman Graham Brady, as the letters are kept secret, although a number of politicians have publicly declared that they no longer have faith in Johnson's leadership. So there looks to be some probability of turbulence in the UK leadership at this point of time. And there have been parties even at the time of Prince Philip's death. There were reports that there were some parties going on, and number 10 Downing Street had participated. So anyway, these are pretty serious allegations. It is a matter of concern because when there is a question of national mourning, it is expected that people in high moral standards and governance should abide by the standards. Even in a simple household, if there is a mourning in one house, all the relatives are expected to follow the decorum. They are expected to follow, to be a part of the mourning. You cannot, in a period of mourning in one relative's house, the other relatives are rejoicing. That's uncalled for, extremely sad. Same applies to a nation. When there's a national mourning going on, you can't have parties going on at the same time. This is my personal belief as well. Turbulence could rock the chair of the British Prime Minister. Otherwise, a very efficient person. I have high regard for Boris Johnson. And I don't know, it may have been inadvertent. Well, further inquiries can reveal. But at this point of time, there looks to be turbulence that can hit the leadership in the United Kingdom. On Wall Street, we had the Dow falling more than 180 points, has recovered back into the green. All the indices are currently green. But I feel a fresh wave of turbulence can hit the markets again 1 to 1:30 p.m. And this is just one of the glimpses I'm giving you. And to have a more detailed analysis, please do join my Dow S&P Nasdaq. It's called a Prime Dow Jones S&P Nasdaq group. And there's a Prime Plus which goes into more detail, gives you a week, 10 days in advance forecast of how the Dow S&P Nasdaq could behave in the next few days, weeks, months to come. And I hope you can be a part of the process. For this, you can email me at globalmoneyinvestor@gmail.com, or you can WhatsApp me 982-086-1044. So to get in touch, it's email address globalmoneyinvestor@gmail.com, globalmoneyinvestor@gmail.com. Before I conclude, one last word on what is happening in the United Kingdom is representative of what can happen in anybody's house as well. When there's a death in the family in one relative's house, others are expected to be part of it. They should also be mourning and be a part and be a sympathetic audience to what's going on in the other person's house. So it's not only that when there's a national mourning going on, you should not be parting, but even if there is a death that has happened in one person's house, others in the family should be a part and parcel of this mourning that is going on. And you cannot just go out and party while there's a death in a relative's house. That's the spirit, that's the ethos of humanity in which we all live in. Happy investing. Take care. Bye-bye.